It's so sad to say that the government that says they are fighting corruption are the worst corrupt governments in the history of this country. AGF Abubakar Malami claims he's fighting corruption in Nigeria, and he is one of the worst corrupt individual in this government. Where we want from start to the talk. Is he disobeying court orders? Is he doing things anyhow he likes? Is he samphoning Nigerians' resources to his own private purse? Where we want start to the talk from. But there is one thing about God. Whenever you are acting, you think you are now the God himself. Don't forget that nobody challenges God. One day, you must reap what you sow. Where is Habakkuk? Almighty Habakkuk. Where is he today? He's cooling off in the prison. And that will also happen to so many of them very soon. Anyway, my people, Interpol to Reps have asked Malami about sale of 48 million barrels of crude oil. The head of the National Central Bureau (NCB) of the International Criminal Police Organization (Interpol), Garaba Baba Umar, says the House of Representatives should direct inquiries over the alleged loss of over $2.5 billion from the illegal sale of 48 million barrels of crude oil export in 2015 to the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. He said this when he appeared before the House of Co-Haddock Committee investigating the matter. The committee is also probing crude oil export from 2014 to date. The committee was questioning the Interpol boss for going after whistleblowers who exposed the alleged illegal sales of 48 million barrels of Nigerians burning light crude in China in 2015, estimated at $2.4 billion, after they approached the House to expose the deal. Omar said they were after the whistleblowers following a petition from the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation to investigate the activities of some Nigerians and foreign nationals involved in blackmail and extortion of government functionaries using forged documents to gain access to government institutions and to carry out fraudulent activities. Umar said this is to inform the committee the Interpol is not investigating a new case. The Office of the Attorney General of the Federation only seeks Interpol assistance by using Interpol tools to arrest the fugitive who has since flown out of the country in order to escape justice. It is our kindly advised that all inquiries into this case can be directed to the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and competent courts of law that is handling the matter. It was prejudicial for the Nigerian police force to disclose or go into a matter that is pending before a competent court of jurisdiction. However, the Nigerian police force is ready to assist the National Assembly in their oversight function. Attached herewith are copies of letter from the Attorney General of the Federation, charge sheets, a summary of the prosecution case against defendant, hearing notice, and remand warrant from the Federal High Court. I have no knowledge, I have no interest. There is a request from a competent ministry asking us to trace these people, and they attached a copy warrant. I will never allow anybody to use me. It is a request. Those who may be able to answer are those who investigated the matter and the Office of the Attorney General, but I assure you, we are not investigating, we are assisting. Earlier, the chairman of the committee, Mark, had cautioned the police against interfering with the investigation, saying the House was working in the overall interest of the country. He said, "It may interest you to know that at the time when these allegations seemingly occurred, the department that was sent into the police to investigate this was the CID, then under the DIG Michael Ogbozie, now retired. The report is supposed to have been made and forwarded for action by the Attorney General, but it will also be something we should want to understand. Why now? If it is related to that issue, why is the Interpol writing to some of these individuals? Two of them were the ones who approached us willing to give details of what transpired in this whole situation. But considering the fact that you were not involved in that initial investigation, I want to first ask by asking how you come, okay? I beg your pardon. I want to first start by asking how come you write letters to these individuals after the committee's investigation had commenced and after they had indicated desire to give evidence to this committee. The committee also summoned the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, hinting of their decision to embark on a trip to Mexico to meet with the country's officials on the issue. For more information, Clerk, please do a letter to the Director of Public Prosecution of the Federation and the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation to finish his committee to flourish this committee with a detailed report of the investigation of the allegation against these individuals as it was done by DIG Michael Ogbozie or any other department of the police. We also want a certified true copy of the letter from the DPP to the Inspector General of Police to carry out that investigation in the first instance and the reasons for why that investigation was carried out. I will also want to get the certified true copy of the case filed by the Director of Public Prosecutions against those individuals before any court of competent jurisdiction in Nigeria. We will not allow anybody who has any information for this committee to be intimidated or harassed by the police. Vanguard reports. This is the only reason the North is hell-bent on keeping Nigeria as one, as they will continue to make this country's oil revenue dry. What a pity. All of them in APC are scam. Everything these Buhari and his kingsmen are doing is just no to Nigerians. Whichever government comes to power, whichever way, any government that comes to power must investigate this dude. I'm dropping it. Kindly.